For USCFootball.com, I'm Keely Eure here with Dan Weber. Instant analysis of fall camp practice number 3. It was a good practice overall. Sam Darnold had a bounce-back day. No interceptions today, I don't think.
Well, he threw one, but it wasn't exact. It was one of those cases where Jack Jones just did a great job rerouting Jalen Green on a deep ball. He completed 2 beautiful, 35, 40-yard passes. This time Jack kind of got rid of Jalen Green, and he wasn't where he was supposed to be, and Marvell Tell came across and made a really good day for Marvell Tell. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, Sam, you can't have a better day than Sam had today. He just threw the ball. If somebody said, well, we're worried about this or that, you watch him today, you're not worried.
Exactly. You mentioned 2 Heisman contenders, quote unquote, there, because we got to talk to Jack Jones today, who is still keeping up his Heisman talk, and he said if it's up to him or Sam Darnold, he'll have to give it to Sam Darnold, but he's still coming for it.
Yeah, he said good luck to Sam. I'm with him, but he likes the idea that it'd be a fairly close race with Jack, though this year allowing for the fact that Sam's probably got the jump on him.
Yeah, but Helton also said that Jack Jones has progressed this year. He's more mature, more businesslike, and he said that's a product of the culture of the team and being around older, more veteran guys that lets it sink in, the culture for him.
He's definitely a different kid. I mean, and he goes to work out there, and you don't see him being in the wrong place or and you see him playing physical. He like he says, I'm still this kind of little guy, but he said, I'm going to be real physical with you, as he was on probably the big play on defense all day. And he said, they don't expect me to be. So he's not just trying to rely on his unbelievable, his speed. He said the only other one that's in the same ballpark with him is Velus Jones, and he's right. They run a different way. They've got a kind of different gear system, but those 2 are the 1-2 or tied for 1. As far as the speed burners on this team.
Mm-hmm. As far as DBs go, we got to talk to Ronnie Bradford, who said, of course, it's day 3. The depth chart has not been settled yet, and he said he's just looking for consistency from his guys.
Right, and we're still trying to, see, is there a position, for Jamal Cook? I know you talked to Jenny. He's looking at a couple of different positions. Yakili Ross, Ronnie had some good things to say about him, corner speed, safety body, that kind of thing. So, there's a lot of good feeling about this defense. I mean, you hear them say, we really know what we're doing in the second year of Clancy's defense. Clancy said, I can tell, when I come into the room and we install something and immediately go to film and they know what we're talking about. We don't have to, try to start over or try to figure out where we are. And we said it all summer, but it's absolutely true. What they did in the summer and how hard they worked on their defensive assignments is really coming to play right now. I mean, it just shows up. As Clay said, some of the young wide receivers, we kind of got to show them where to line up, but not the defensive backs. They really know what they're doing. And he's also talking about how John Houston and Jordan Iosefa, the other inside linebackers, he's so pleased with their speed, their athleticism. I talked to Jordan after practice. He's up to he's still only 18 years old. He's 6'3", 233, and I don't think any of us expected him to come back and be that big a kid as fast as he is. So that's a real plus.
Mm-hmm. As far as the O-line goes, we're still starting to see it take more shape. Helton said their goal is to find the best 5 guys on the field, which he wouldn't be surprised if he sees Nico Fala and Toa Lobodon playing together on the same field.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you don't see them. I mean, I think they're obviously cross-training. They don't want an inexperienced center, so one of them is going to be a center. And then where the other one goes, I think, we're going to see how that works. I like today, though, on that second group, you had 3 freshmen. Andrew Voorhees started at tackle, ended up at guard. Austin on the right side, Austin Jackson at left tackle, and then they brought Reggie McKenzie in, or Jalen McKenzie, I'm sorry, in at right tackle. And those guys look like they belong out there. So it's going to be interesting. Clay said, 16, 17, 18 more practices before, you get to that place where you got, the depth chart to install. But he said, because I said, could one of those, true freshmen break that top 5. We're going to play the best 5. He didn't say no.
An interesting development. We're seeing the running backs catch more passes from out of the backfield, and Helton said that Rojo is getting better. He has better hands this year. He's been working on it. He also said that Stephen Carr and Vavai Malapai, they have good hands and they could be weapons going forward.
They're natural. There's no question about it. And Rojo maybe never going to look terribly natural, but he caught a couple today where he was in a place where they weren't expecting him to be, and he can either come up the sideline, or he can get right outside tackle and catch it quickly, and it's like a long handoff to him. And at whatever he is, 205, 207 now, he's a load for a linebacker. He'll run through you. I think he's got a little more explosiveness just because of that additional weight and strength. It gives him a little bit more ability to make that one cut move and push off his whichever foot is on the ground. And yet when you watch Vavai and Stephen, they are absolutely, totally, naturally good pass receivers. They catch the ball easily. They catch the ball in stride. They're fundamentally really sound. I mean, Stephen runs low to the ground, got good, quick, shorts, balanced, footwork. Vavai does all the little things right, the way he covers up the ball if he's in traffic and all. They just those two are they're going to help this team a lot. And Rojo, as improved as he is, and I think the thing that's going to be different is you really got to figure out where are they going to get the ball to somebody in space, and who is that going to be? Is it going to be a flanker like Vilas, where they put him in motion? Is it going to be Deontay bringing him back to a place you hadn't expected, or is it going to be getting a running back into a position you thought, wow, how did he get there? And they're going to get him the ball quickly. I like the way this offense looks like it's going together.
Lastly, this was the first practice with shoulder pads on. They'll go full pads on Saturday, but these guys look like they're ready to hit.
Yeah, they hit today. Yeah, they hit. I mean, they hit. Like before they had the shoulder pads on. But today, this is a team that makes more noise. It's interesting. I think, and Clay agreed. You hear less from the coaches and more from the players, and it's not just talking. It's popping, and you hear more sled. They incorporate the sled more, and incorporate the big bags more. This has a different feel about it. This has kind of okay, we've really figured out how to do this, and it's a good feeling.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for day 3 of fall camp. For Dan Weber, I'm Keely Eure. For more, check out uscfootball.com.